Don't just put it on the menu. This will get you laid. That's how good it is. Back in the kitchen, man. Greg's cookbook, man. I got a special one, man. I got a little red meat specialty here for you. Oh, wow, red meat, yeah. We're gonna call it the red meat cigarette roll. Cigarette roll doesn't mean we wanna smoke this shit, man. We're gonna eat it, but we're gonna eat it to fuel the body, what we just did. Again, life is not about satisfying the appetite, but fueling the body. Whatever is on this plate, it's red meat right now, which tastes pretty good. There's a lot of animal fat in there. We're gonna cut a lot of that off. I'll show you what this is all about and the bang for the buck and why we're going red here. But whatever's here, if it's bland, if it's just chicken, whatever else, what we have here are all these condiments. All these condiments right here, each one has its own unique bang for the buck. But really what these guys are doing is adding taste. And that's what I'm telling you guys about the spice of life. The spice of life is crucial. You can take something like this steak, you know, which is amazing, but in this situation, you know, it could be chicken or anything else, but we add flavor to it. Meaning taking something that's nutritional for us, something that provides a purpose for what we're doing in the gym, to give it back the supply of nutrition of the demand we just created, right? But then we can make it taste good too. So we can trick the body into liking what is good for us. Instead of fast food, oh, everyone likes that because it tastes good, but it also causes bad though. Tastes good causes bad. This stuff here tastes good, but majority of what is healthy for you doesn't taste so good, right? We're gonna make it taste good and be good. You understand the differential in fast food? It tastes good, but it does bad output. Now we're gonna create something right now that tastes good and produces a good output. What we're talking about right here on the cigarette roll here is that we need thin steak. What we have right here is very flank steak, very thin, very low fat red meat. Now right here is like basically a T-bone steak we have. Now I'm going to show you how if you can't find the thin steak, which sometimes it's hard to find, I'm going to show you how to take the bone off, take the fat off, cut all this out, and how to slice this into making it thin too. Because that's going to be our roll. That's going to be our outdoor roll of what's inside of all the power. The power is going to be a lot of mixed greens here, spinach and everything else. Mixed greens here. We got a lot of mushrooms, onions, garlic's going to go in there. We got parsley. We got salt, we got onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, cayenne pepper, and thyme leaves. I'm gonna show you what all that is. We got a little bit of whole grain, you know, whole wheat, breadcrumbs. We got some fat-free shredded mozzarella cheese, a little olive oil. We're talking about total maybe prep time, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, and maybe about 20-25 minutes of cooking time. So the first thing we're gonna do right now, guys, turn our oven on. Our oven on is about like 35 minutes, 35 degrees. So turn our upper on for bake. We're going 350 degrees. Let that heat up right now. So as that's heating up, man, we're gonna prepare everything. We got like a two-prong war here. Two-prong war meaning the first prong right now is gonna be in here, right? We got one of developing the taste, right? And then cooking the taste. And then preparing the taste with the meat, put it in the oven, we clean up everything, and we sit back waiting for the oven to beep, and then we got a meal. The red meat cigarette roll, guys. Alright, so first step right now is prepare our spices. And again, what goes in this bowl, guys, you can apply it basically to anything. You can apply it to fish, you can apply it to chicken, you can apply it to the most you know, the food that really adds value to our lives, you know, for the demand we create in the gym, that really doesn't taste so good, but what we put in here makes it taste good. So it passes that check, passes that toll collector inside of ourselves called taste buds. Say, oh, this tastes good, we want some more of it, we want some more of it. Yeah, but they don't know that what we're getting is actual nutrition that we need. So what do we put in here, man? First thing we're gonna do is put some, let's get a spoon off that. So a spoon is gonna be a measuring thing. Like a big old fat ass spoon. Now I'm cooking up a lot of stuff here, guys. So the actual ingredients, pretty much, let's say universal, is about anywhere from 1.5 to 2 spoons per ingredient here. We're gonna go 2 spoons for all because I got more here. But as you guys make this, try it out, see what it is. It's all spice of life that you put on it. It doesn't do you any harm or any good. It's just making you taste good, you know? So some people, that's why Baskin Robbins got 31 flavors. Because no one likes the mint chocolate chip all the time. Some people like the cookie dough. Some people like the vanilla. We're going to create that, right? You guys, on your preference, on how much you want, you guys go that way. Okay, so first we're going to go with the thyme leaves. You guys ever heard of a thyme leaf before? Yeah, I don't think any of you guys ever have. Now thyme leaves are a huge antioxidant. It's a herb, and it's one of the most, as far as herbs and antioxidants, we're going to go 2 spoons here. It's the one that has the most potassium, magnesium, and calcium of all leaf herbs, you know? So it's a huge thing here. It also helps to fight thyroids. Now, what is a thyroid? Thyroids are hormonal imbalance. So a lot of women that have had a baby and stuff, and you know they gained all that excess weight from the birth, they can't lose it. They have a thyroid condition. Thyme leaves really help to reverse the thyroid disorder, the thyroid condition, to make it so you can actually lose weight again. All hormonal stuff. That's the thyme leaves. Very good stuff. The next thing we got here is the chili pepper. Chili pepper here is really good. Another anti-inflammatory, improves the circulation. Really good for the digestion protocol, and it's good for your basic cold and flu. Again, we're gonna go about 2 spoons, worth on each one of these things. Chili pepper also is like hot and spicy, and it doesn't flow out so good. But anything with spice and stuff, it kind of like increases the metabolic rate a little bit because shit's on fire. All right, so next thing we got here right now is the parsley. I mean the potpourri. Potpourri, check it out. Now the potpourri, guys, whatever it's called. Real good antioxidant, a lot of vitamin C, helps to lower the blood pressure. So a lot of good bang here. Again, guys, this is all like relative because we're not putting enough in here to really add a huge difference. So when I say all these things about all these ingredients, guys, seriously, I mean, unless you're gonna swallow this entire thing, every fucking day, all these ingredients of what it does is really what is that? That's a very small amount of anything, right? For the amount of volume of food you eat. But they all hold benefit, okay? So the more that you're putting good shit in there to create taste, not just the fats and stuff, but creating good things of quality. Anybody can dump on grease and crap to anything to make it taste good. What we're dumping on, I know it doesn't, you're like, oh man, it doesn't really solve cancer or anything else, but it does help cancer. It doesn't set you back. It all promotes something in the future of benefit, and doesn't that sound good? So it makes you taste good, as well as a lot of other things that make you taste good, but it's a detriment. Now this makes it taste good, but also it rewards you with a little bit of bang for the buck. Maybe it's not a huge thing, like if you have cancer and you start drinking this shit or whatever it is, and start throwing up because it tastes like crap on its own, you're not going to get solved cancer, you're not going to go in remission, but at least what you're doing is in an effort to aid a situation instead of decreasing it. Okay, the next thing we got, pepper, guys, ground pepper. We're going to put about, I don't know, whatever we got in there. Pepper's something you can add at the end there too, but about 2 tablespoons, tablespoon and a half, whatever we got. So I'm just going to crank this out until my forearms get tired real fast. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, that's good enough. Again, it doesn't really matter. Don't get fixated on exact numbers on how much goes in there and everything else. Life is not about that. Next thing we got is garlic powder and onion powder. I'm going to go into each one of these, the value of each one of these things, when we go into the actual garlic and onion powder. But for right now, we're just going to drop in our 2 tablespoons here of each. Boom. Boom. Next one. And this is all of our condiments, man. This is our lifeline of taste, man. So here comes the onion powder. There's 1. There's 2. Last thing here, kosher salt. I love sea salt, man. I've had a lot of salt. I'm a big salt fan, man. This kosher salt, I mean, I could care less about the kosher part, but I just love the big grain sea salt kind of thing. So here we go. There's our first tablespoon-ish, and our second tablespoon. All right, once we got this thing mixed up, the last thing that goes in there, and I need a knife real fast. Actually, I'm gonna grab some scissors, and I'll grab another knife. Let's grab all of our knives real fast here, so we're all prepared. Next thing we're going to put in there is our parsley. Our parsley is a huge anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory. A lot of things here, guys, anti-cancer. And I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit later as we get on this thing. But the parsley also helps to increase the immune system. What you want to do here is to take the parsley and just kind of grab it by the head, man, and just cut off the stems. We don't need the stems, so that's why I got the scissors there. We need about 3 tablespoons, so 1 tablespoon more than what we had with all the other condiments. If you got a few stems in there, don't worry about it, man. You're not gonna die from it. Again, it's something that helps you, it doesn't hurt you. But it just doesn't taste as good, you know? So get rid of much of the stems as possible. The nutritional value is really in the leaves here. Boom. Alright. Let's go through, pick up a few more stems, whatever we got, whatever I missed. I want to chop these motherfuckers up. Alright. Good enough for now. Get rid of the stems. Let's just chop these guys up the best we can. This is how I show my love. I'm waiting in my mind because I'm blaming on my ADD, baby. Almost there. Again, we need about 3 tablespoons. Grab your spoon. There's 1. There's 2. 3. Boom. Rest of it we can throw away. If you want to throw it in there. Again, I'm not a big guy on measurements. All about taste and performance, man. Clean the cutting board off, which we'll need. We'll throw this shit away. So all that parsley goes in there. Now we're gonna mix all this up with our hand. This kind of moves. This is our season, man. This is our kind of taste factor. This is what we're gonna put in there. Let me go with the a knife here so you can see it. These are parsley, all those condiments we're talking about, a lot of bang for the buck in there. A lot of good anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, helps the immune system, blood pressure, all things that help to add taste, but plus give us a reward, not just with taste, but what's good for the body. So that's being smart about your cooking. You know, and I ran into a lot of guys at the expo last weekend, and they're all talking about, yeah, man. I'm like, what do you like a lot about the site? They go, man, I love the cooking thing. I go, what's all about the cooking? Why do you really like that? They go, well, there's a little bit of, comedic value kind of thing. But it's like an activity that me and my girl do, or me and my wife do, or me and my boys do kind of thing. And it makes it like an event, a moment, you know? Something in our memory or something like that. So they're actually doing something of service, that for their body, but also doing with people. So interacting and learning, and it's like hands-on operations, man. They're learning a lot from it. So this is one element here, right? We got one other element to make, which we'll put in this guy. What's going on in here is our mushrooms, our garlic, our onion, and then our mixed greens. All that's going to a pan. Our pan's gonna be with olive oil. I'm just gonna put a little bit on there right now. Kind of get it going a little bit. This is gonna start heating up all that flavor. I'm not gonna turn it on yet. I'm just gonna let it sit there. Maybe it'll turn off a low heat kind of thing. Come on, motherfucker. There, so just go like a real low, like a simmer kind of thing. Kind of get it going and warming it up. And then we're gonna put it in here. So we'll start with the garlics. You can get the garlic grinder. Now these guys are already coming off the garlic. So it's a little faster process, and man, woo, smells good, smells really good. So we're gonna chop these things up and it basically liquefy them the best we can, man, into little tiny little garlic pieces. Again, you guys can get the real garlic, or you can get the garlic halves. I forget what they're really called. The garlic peas, the garlic, whatever they're called, but you chop them up. You can chop them up with a knife, or what we can do is use a garlic grinder if you guys don't have that. Let me show you both real fast. So here's a knife. It takes a little bit longer, but over time the job gets done. If you guys want, you can get a garlic grinder. Garlic grinder is like I'll show you. It's something like this. So you basically take the little piece of garlic, you put it in there. This guy smashes it, and what you see out here is this. It comes out like real liquefied, and that's what you kind of want, man. When you're making food, you don't want to ever have a chunk of garlic like that for your consumers to eat, because not only do the breath smell, but they're kind of it takes away from the taste. So we'll grind these things up real fast, and there we are. But let me tell you about garlic real fast, man. Garlic is one of the natural wonders of the world, man. It really is. It's one of those, it's been around forever, and it's cured anything from the common cold to like plagues and stuff. I mean, it's a huge anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory. It helps to increase really the cardiovascular, the blood pressure, circulate the blood throughout the body. I mean, look it up. There's so many wonderful things about garlic, and it's something that you can, it adds, it adds a great flavor to all the meals too. So there's so much bang for the buck here, guys. So again, it's not about throwing grease and crap like that on it. It's about throwing on things like garlic, things like this that aid not only in the taste, but aids in the development of health. So that's what we're doing here, guys. And honestly, doing all this shit is a lot more fun than going through a drive-through line, because you're interacting with somebody or yourself or whatever, and you're learning something. So you're not just eating and fueling the body with, but you're learning something along the process. You're learning how you fucking burned it, or maybe how you prepared it good. Either way, it's a process of learning. So that's our garlic. We got to kind of grind up. We got a few chunks in there still, so a little bit of surprise for somebody maybe, but let's see if we can eliminate a few more of them. All right. Nice. That's looking solid right there. All day long, man, all day long. Throw that in the second pan here. How much garlic? I'm not gonna give you a number. As much as you want. It's something that, it's one of those things that, everything in life, they say, there's always too much of something. Not too much garlic, I don't think. I think garlic's one of those things that you can have more of. So, alright, garlic's done. Next thing we got is our onion. Onion, guys, cut the shell, well, let's cut it right in half. Boom, cut it in half. Peel that shell off the back end of it all. Best we can. And onions, guys, again, just like garlic, there's so much good shit in the onions. It's a total anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer. It helps to increase your bone density, believe it or not, and it really makes your eyes water. Those eyes watering, like I said before, is an enzyme being released. Once you cut it, the enzymes here capture, but once you cut it, enzymes are released. And when those enzymes are released, it like runs into the eye and just makes your eyes water. It makes you cry. So don't think something's wrong, man. It's a good thing. It's a natural thing in life, man. The enzymes being released in the onion, that's what makes you cry. It's not like your eyes start watering from onions. It's just that in combination with the enzymes of the onion, and I forget the name of them all, but look them up. I've said them in previous videos on cookbooks. So that's what causes the eye watering. It's not the onion. It's the release of the enzymes within the onion that collides with your eyes that causes that watering, man. And if you want to take a step deeper and learn more about life, why do people cry? Oh, maybe you'll find something about the enzyme being released in the onion, and maybe something about the enzyme released in the body. It might be the same, huh? I don't know. That's called being smart, wanting to know more about a current subject instead of just going with popular society. Stepping outside of the realm, finding out something else about it. Now we're talking. All right, so we're just gonna chop these guys up real fast. So onions, really good for anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory. Again, like I said before, it increases your bone density, which is awesome, and also it lowers your blood sugar. So all really good values. Let's just name a few of them. We're just gonna liquefy these the best we can. Adds tons of flavor. Again, all these things we're putting in, guys, it's really just a flavor pack, man. There's so much flavor in onions, and so many ways. You can saute them, you can grill them, you can do so many things with onions, guys. So just know that, man. There's endless ways to do it, but what you're doing is you're providing value to your meal, value to your body, and increasing the taste of the meal. So it's all cool, man. Especially if you got that girl coming over, man, and she's sitting here, what's for dinner? Hey, I'll cook for you. Open a bottle of wine or something, man. Just start going with it, and as you're going with it and talking here, or preparing, you're talking to them, saying, hey, how's your day and everything else. And I tell you guys, like when I go on a date, like what's my ideal date? My ideal date is something that takes someone outside the box. I don't want to go out to dinner, man. I want to cook dinner, or I want to do some kind of competitive sport, bowling or something. Go to the batting cage, you know, play around the golf. You know, take someone out of their element. Find out who they are. You know, I don't want them to be all safe. I want to see who they are. Otherwise, I don't want to waste my time with them. So, anyway, cooking, preparing a meal for somebody that you don't really know or that you really know and love, you know. It provides so much more than just a meal. And that's what we're talking about, guys. So we're going to grab those onions. Sorry it took so long. Boom. Put them in there with the garlic. Last guy to go in there is our mushrooms. Yeah. Mushrooms, guys. We're going to cut the stems off and just chop them up again. I don't know how much we need. Depends how much flavor you want. Mushrooms, 0 carbs, guys. 0 carbs. And everything about these guys, 0 carbs is tons of flavor. Tons of flavor, guys, 0 carbs. It's a win, man. The less carbs we have and the most flavor we have, that's a total win for me, man. But what else we got about mushrooms as we cut these things off? I'm just kind of peel them off real fast. There we are. Alright, so our mushrooms, man, again, anti-cancer. We also have the 0 carbs. Tons of flavor, guys, and also huge elements of potassium in the mushrooms. So, cameraman, pull back real fast. So when we're talking about all this anti-cancer, what does that mean, man? There's so much cancer in the world. What does anti-cancer mean? And you know, I'm bringing this to you from like a scientific approach. You know, when I say scientific, I'm saying like doctor's approach. In a metaphoric way, as I'm always doing metaphors. So, anti-cancer is this. You guys seen that thing called Monopoly? You can't pass go without collecting $200 or you go right to jail kind of thing. Or you go and you're driving down the interstate and there's those toll booths. Well, imagine cancer is this. So in our body, right, throughout all the roads of life within the U.S., imagine there are blood vessels throughout our body, right? And as we go through these certain roads, there are checks and balances called tolls. But these tolls aren't grabbing money from somebody, they're just checking, making sure this good shit is going through. Good shit is going through. Those toll operators that are in our body with all the road networks, which are blood vessels, they are checking what's coming through, examining it. Is it quality? If not, I'm gonna pull your ass out and dissolve you, throw it to the liver to, you know, dissect you. If it's good, I'll let you go through. Cancer comes from the infection of the toll operator. It's not something that you eat, you get cancer from or anything else. It's a digression of how many toll operators you have. And over life, they start to break down and break down and break down. So the simplest way to look at cancer, guys, there's so many forms of it, is that there's a less check and balance of what's happening to make sure that only good's coming through and the bad is weeded out, like a strainer in life. That you pour, you know, all the good comes and all the bad's collected. That's what those toll operators are doing. So these anti-cancers just is like a spark plug for these toll operators to ensure they're doing their job to the service of their requirements, to make sure nothing passes through. They get tired and everything else, and it's dozing off and something slips through. Well, that's a problem. So all these anti-cancers, just give them a little more spark, a little more life to really examine. That's what really anti-cancer is. All these elements we're taking as all these anti-cancer elements, they're all just giving more bang for the buck for these operators to do their job, to make sure they have a check and balance of what's coming through the network of roads and the blood system to make sure it's benefit for the body and not you know, digression. So anyway, so we got these mushrooms, man. We're gonna chop these guys up, man. Let's get the big guy. Let's get the big guy. Alright, maybe we got too many mushrooms. Alright, we got them nice grounded down. They'll go into our pot too. Alright, cool. More for later. We got a little bit of a mess to clean up. Then we're gonna get into the cigarette roll, the red meat cigarette roll of it all, man. So now we have all that, guys. Check it out. Mix it up with our hands. What's in here right now? It's been so long. We got our mushrooms, we got our onions, we got our garlic, right? We're gonna put them on the pan with that olive oil and start sauteing it. It's already on simmer right now, it's warming up. Our oven is ready to go. Boom. Throw all these guys on there. Spread them around. This is all our flavor, guys. This is the money right here. This is what ordinary starting out turns into spectacular. This is the flavor, baby. So let that simmer, turn the heat up a little bit. About 5 minutes at the most, man. I'm just kind of like just prepping it. It's going in the oven, it's gonna cook there. What else is going in there? Our mixed greens are going in there. Throw mixed greens in there. Boom. We'll stir that guy around. Get all that flavor in there. Alright, once we got all this in there, guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys can't smell this, but if you could, man, they'd be like drooling. Right? My dogs, when they see a bone, man, they start drooling all over the carpet and the couch and stuff, man. The house is coming to life right now. So let's put some more life in there. Our entire seasoning right here, all these guys, man, they're going in there on top. Just sprinkle it on there. Yeah. Throw it all in there. Good job. Now I'm gonna stir that around. Now, man, I'll tell you right now, I don't care what you put this on dog shit, it's gonna taste good. I mean, it's smelling amazing. You take a blind man, you put this on your dick, he's gonna eat it. Well, maybe not. Or why would you want to do that? Because, well, never mind. All right, we went too far with that analogy. Got a little extra greens there we don't need. Score. Alright, so about 5 minutes. Let that heat up. Let that marinate, man. Let all that go in there. Where is this going? This is going inside of our steak, man. This is the flavor, man. This is what's going inside the red meat cigarette roll. Let's prepare that now. And then it all goes in the oven together. The cigarette roll. Like I said, guys, we got 2 types of steak here. We got our lean portion here, which is a thin cut, right? Real thin. We're gonna pound that guy, but this is ready to roll already, right? Ready to roll. But can we roll this motherfucker? No, I don't think so. There's a bone in there, there's a lot of fat in there. So why I bring this up, guys, is that in certain stores, like I went to 2 stores to find this. You can't find it at every store. So therefore, we're gonna cut the bone out and cut the fat off. Bam. So majority of the fat's off. There's probably some more, but for, you know, simplicity's sake, so the fat's off real fast. So now slice it in half. Come right on through it. Now check it out. See how it is? That's about 1 inch thick. We can slice it here in half, or we can do like segments. Watch out if you do like too thin, man, because you might cut yourself. Just you know, take it right in half, you know, and see what. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. So my hand's right there, keeping the pressure on it. The knife, I'm watching on this side, coming right on through. Boom, clear. Now I got 2 little pieces of flank steak. Those pieces now can be rolled. Again, the better you have it like this kind of meat and you buy it, the more of like a tapestry you had to play with. So either way, that's how you do it if you can't find the steak. You can take a T-bone or anything else. For this stuff here, same philosophy though. Let's go in there and kind of dissect it a little bit, man. Let's get rid of some of that fat if we can. Make it as lean as possible. So just taking a little bit off. Pretty lean anyway. You buy it lean, less work, guys. Less work. But real fast with the steak, man, we got tons of protein here, man. Yeah, there's animal fat in it and everything else, but we're getting rid of a lot of that. So, you know, it depends what kind of meat you buy. If you buy that cheap shit meat, you're gonna get a cheap shit product, man. I mean, you can get more animal fat. And I don't get that, man. Everyone's like, oh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive to eat healthy. But if you add up all the value of what you spend every day on prices and stuff, you know, and you really put what is good value purchase to a bad value purchase, you'll be surprised. Do that, guys. Take one day and honestly write down everything, every receipt, everything you buy for one day. And look at what the value of what you spend is. What are you really getting in return? What are you buying that stands the test of time? Or is everything about the temporary satisfaction of taste or temporary satisfaction of feelings? What are you buying that's an investment of today for tomorrow? Like I say in the gym, we invest today for tomorrow's benefit. In your purchasing power, what are you buying today that's a payoff tomorrow? Or is everything you're buying a payoff for now? That's the wrong recipe, guys. Oh yeah, oh look at this, guys. This is fucking money. Look at this, man. Oh, this is gonna taste so good. The onions, the garlic, parsley, all the condiments, man. Just fucking thick ass shit right there. That guy's ready. Let's turn this guy off. Something's still going on. Last thing we gotta put in there, as it's still warming up, is our whole wheat breadcrumbs. It gives a little bit more of a kind of, you know, like substance, more volume to it all. So we're gonna sprinkle this portion in there. Nice even coat, guys. There we are. And then from there, we're just gonna mix that around too. Turn the heat off, just let it soak it all up, man. Add some volume to it all. This is all stuff that's going inside that steak, man. There's one more thing to add, guys. The heat's coming down. That's our fat-free shredded mozzarella cheese, man. Get a nice even coat right there. Throw some cheese on there. Bam, sprinkle that shit white. Christmas time, winter time, yeah. Let that melt in there a little bit. Kind of move it all around. Looks like taco dip, man. Hell no, man. This is the cigarette roll, the red meat cigarette roll. All right. So you see what we got there, guys? Very low carbs. We got the whole wheat breadcrumbs, which are good carbs. We got that cheese. See how it's melting already? We turn the oven off. We turn this off, and see how it's nice sticking. It's sticking everything together, man. That's what we're talking about. That's a win right there. So we're gonna put the lid on top of that, just for a second. We prepare the cigarette roll holders. First thing we're gonna do is put a little Reynolds wrap on that motherfucker. Why? Saves time and cleaning up, man. That's all. Put that guy on like that. Boom. That looks solid. Throw a little bit of ham, a little bit of organic kind of cooking oil in there, just to make it easy for it to come off later. Again, we're putting that guy on there, 3.5 minutes, 350, about 30, 35 minutes, man. And then we're gonna put it all together there. So let's roll these guys up on here, and then we'll place them on there. So, all right. And while it's in the oven, what are we doing? We're cleaning this shit up. And this is when, you know, having that girl over, you guys that are having that girl over and you're cooking for her, find out what she does when things in the oven and you got 30 minutes to kill. She comes over and starts like, you know, sexual healing, cool. But she sits there drinking her cocktails, you clean up. When the food comes out, she goes out, kick her out. Shit you not, man, that's not a good recipe. All right, so here we are. We're gonna cut off these sides here and make it a smooth kind of pattern. All right, let's grab our money flavor right here. Yeah, check this out, man. You ready? Cameraman, you ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Wow. Wow. Alright, maybe I'm playing it up, man, but it's good shit right there. Let's get a spoon. What we're gonna do is we're gonna place it right on here. There it is. Place it on there nice. Move it all around, smooth it out. Yeah. Man, these guys, I'm telling you, when you do this kind of shit, guys, whoever's in the house, impressed. And we just roll that up, man. Just roll that up. Oh yeah, just roll it up, man. Look at that. Give it a little bit of margin right there. Kind of stick it in, and then roll it over top. And then bam. Oh yeah. That baby goes right on there. There's one. Let's grab our next one. Grab our goodies here. Drop our goodies right on there. Yeah. All that flavor, everything about it's good for the body. That cheese is helping it stick in there nicely. Oh man, all day long, man. It's not even done yet. And I'm ready to put it on the menu, man. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a fat one. Here we are. Let's roll this guy up. Let's roll from this side. We have a little extra space. This is a little, if you guys are golfers, this is a dog leg right. Dog leg right, here we go. Coming around, hit a 3-wood out the center fairway. Maybe like a little, 6-iron into the green. When you guys are done this, when we cook them, then you're gonna slice them into pieces like this, and you serve them in quadrants. Not like this, you cut them through the, and you do little steak cuts. And that's how you serve it, guys. So we got 2 other little pieces here. No, where's our other shit? There it is. So these are a little smaller, but still makes it work. Boom, roll that guy up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's the next one. Final one. Beautiful. Oh yeah, solid shit. Oh, wash your hands first too. Yeah, should have said that before. All right, guys. So right there, man. This is enough for a lot of people, man. Because imagine we're cutting this thing right here. That's 1 serving. That's 2 servings. That's 3 servings. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12 different steak cuts there. So maybe 3 a person, that's 4 people. That's a good meal here for, a nice little party you're having. And, it has everything you need. Has your veggies, has your protein, minimal carbs, bang for the buck. 30 minutes, 35 minutes, we'll check it. We'll put it in the oven. And then we'll clean this guy up. This is when you find out if your girlfriend's worthwhile. Does she help you clean up? Or does she bail and grab another glass of wine? Say goodbye, babies. 35 minutes. It's enough time to clean it all up. Let her mouth kind of saute, Get ready for that nutrition coming. Here we go. Clean up time. Alright guys, we're all cleaned up right now. Perfect timing. 5 minutes left on it. Let's pull this out real fast, guys. And we'll pull it out for, I'll show you. We'll grab our mitt, show you where we are at 5 minutes out. You can see that the steak has a nice, kind of brown color. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna add a little more flavor. You can see what we had before, our spices. We still have remaining spices. There's a lot of juices right there on there. They're a little dry. So in order to put some more juices on there, we're gonna get a little olive oil. And with the olive oil, we're just gonna kind of drip a little bit on there. Each one here, we're gonna drip a little bit of olive oil on the top. Each one like that. And then I'm just gonna take my hand and kind of smear it all around. Just get a little bit of kind of glue basically. That glue is for our seasoning that's in on the inside. We're gonna throw that on the outside too. Dry our hands a little bit. Then we're just gonna spread a little bit of the remaining seasoning over top of it all. Yeah, just like that. Add a little more flavor on the outside as well as the inside. And this guy's almost ready, guys. This is, man, this shit's on like, the real high-end restaurant menus, man. I'm telling you, man, you want to impress, man. Not this impressive on how your body's going to react to this. But whoever's over, say hello to you. I don't want to come back again for dinner, I'll tell you that much. Alright, so we got about 5 minutes left. Throw it back in the oven. And then it's ready to enjoy. See you soon. House smelling good? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dinner is served. Alright, we'll clear that guy. Turn the big oven off. Let's see what we got. Oh shit. Dollar bills in the house, man. Woohoo! Look at that perfection right there. Take a look at that. Oh yeah. Hey guys, it's hot right now. So I'm turning the oven off. This is hot right now, so do not fuck with it yet. Give it a few minutes to cool. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these guys off and we'll place them on something. But right away we're gonna take it off right now just because the pan's still hot, so it's still cooking. So let's put it on a cutting board here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice these things open. Take a fork. Boom. Put each one right here. It's not terribly hot. We might be able to cut it. Let's see. Great thing about tin foil, guys. 1, 2. Well. Anyway, pretty minimal cleanup. A little spillage over there, but for the most part, we're good to go. Alright, put that guy away there. Alright, we'll slice this guy open very carefully. And we'll cut him into steaks, you know? So, cut this guy very carefully here, guys. Look at that, man. Look how beautiful that looks, man. I mean, I'll tell you, people come to your house, man, they're gonna be like, You do it one time, guys, they're gonna expect it every time, so probably have to start charging admission after this meal. So once we start doing that, we start putting them onto a plate. Still a little warm, guys, just so you know. Still a little warm. But damn, they look good. It's like sushi rolls with meat, man. This is the red meat cigarette roll right here, man. Oh yeah. What's for dinner? A cigarette roll. They're gonna be like, what? I don't even know what they're in for. Get rid of the oozing. Boom, open that guy up, let him cool down a little bit. Got 2 more little guys here. Get rid of the side effect there. Look at that, look at that. I mean, that's the good shit right there, man. That's going to the max, man. Man, I got one more little trick for you guys. Just presentation value. I mean, look at that, man. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's all that's seasoning. You know, that's all the herbs that went in there, the onion, the garlic, all that money that we spent in there. That's all been residually gone into the meat as it was cooking. It's flavor. We put it on top of it too. Dude, this steak is like, you know, Morton's is gonna get, you know, go out of business on this one. Oh yeah, no one's had the red meat cigarette roll. Why? Because I'm the one that fucking invented it. All right, so right now, what we're gonna do right now? What I got over here? We got a little bit of planage, right? A little bit of planage. What's that? What's it? The plant? No. Parsley, man. Some people put it in the refrigerator. It's a plant, and you put it in water, lasts longer. Use this on everything. It's a really good company. I already told you what this is, but right now all we're gonna do is gonna pull off the little stems of it, right? You know, once we pull these little guys off, man, we're gonna put them right there. Add a little green, a little flavor, a little color, you know? Yeah. Really good for you guys. Anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, decorative, man. I'm talking about a win here. Alright, so we grab these guys, you know, we kind of just sprinkle them on top a little bit, you know? Just give them a little a little bit of flavor right there, a little bit of look, you know, just give them a little some. You know what I mean? And that there, guys, I'll tell you what, man, put it on the fucking menu without even tasting it. It's that delicious looking. When something looks that good, it's like a good looking girl, man. You want to get to know her. When something's this good looking, just on the presentation of the food, you want to eat it. It's called the red meat cigarette roll. It's a little warm, man, but I can't wait. I'm gonna go for it. Go for it right now. Here we go, man. All day long. I mean, things are looking good. I'm going for another piece, man. It's that good. I mean, the flavor, man. I've never had steak so good. This is amazing, guys. If you guys try any meal, try this one, man. You will blow your mind. Again, what's on the inside is on the outside. You can put it on anything. And you make anything that's nutritious and good for you, you trick your taste buds into thinking it's something bad for you. But no, oh, by the way, it improves you. So it tastes good and it does good. I should do a book on this, man. I shouldn't even give this away. This is a pearl, man. This is a pearl. This, don't just put it on the menu. This will get you laid. That's how good it is. Greg Plitt, thanks for watching.